Some 610,000 people in America have immigration status called DACA, or Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. They were brought into the U.S. illegally by their parents in search of a better life and economic opportunity. Moan has the story of how one man's American dream quickly became a nightmare.
Yariana Martinez and her infant son Noah have a gap in their lives.
You know, this isn't home to me anymore. It's missing a big part of our home, and it's now just a house.
Lives contained in uncertainty, her husband stranded hundreds of miles away.
I spoke with him today. He actually cried on the phone because I had mentioned to him that our baby cried about a video he had seen of him.
Scripps News visited Jaime Avalos, who's stuck in legal limbo in Juarez, Mexico, a notoriously unsafe border city.
I told my wife before we even got here, I had a feeling that I'm gonna stay in Mexico. I'm gonna stay in Mexico. They're gonna deny it.
All but for U.S. citizenship, Avalos is as American as apple pie. He grew up in Houston, Texas, built a life and family. He's a recipient of Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA. Avalos, a Mexican national, thought he arrived into the U.S. as a one-year-old. In August of 2022, at the age of 28, he intended to begin a pathway to U.S. citizenship. It turned into a road to nowhere.
They pulled my birth certificate. They gave me everything else, but my birth certificate is when she asked me, "Are you 100% sure you never came back to Mexico?"
His previous lawyers told him to apply for a visa at the U.S. Consul General in Juarez. His wife, a natural-born American, could sponsor him. But there, officials revealed information he says he never knew.
Because of that, they denied him for the simple fact that we didn't know that in 2002, I believe, they took him back to Mexico to register his adoption.
Avalos' mother took him across the border when he was 6 or 7, which he says he doesn't remember. It was to get records for his adoption to a man he always thought was his biological father.
And they were just like, "There's nothing that you can do, just turn in the paperwork." So basically saying, just turn everything, and then if they deny you, all right, bye, and you're on your own.
Under U.S. immigration law, if you cross into the country illegally, leave and re-enter, you're barred from returning for 10 years. No exceptions, not even for children. Avalos' family got a new attorney who called his congressman for help.
I think the first thing that we have to conclude is that we're talking about 3 people, not just a person.
Representative Al Green says Avalos' best shot at coming home is appealing to the Department of Homeland Security for an exemption called humanitarian parole. The Texas Democrat has appealed on his behalf.
And he went there to get a visa so that he could come back into the country lawfully under the advice of people who were capable, competent, qualified, and assumed that this was an appropriate thing to do.
Green adds this is a textbook example of how law-abiding people can quickly fall through the cracks of immigration law.
The laws are such that they have to be changed.
The family currently celebrates life's milestones and brief trips back and forth to Mexico. The bills he used to cover as a contractor in the U.S. are piling up.
It's really stressful because, well, I don't see her. I can't see my baby. I can't touch him all the time I want to. I'm missing.
They hope Uncle Sam will reopen the door to their American dream. Moan, Scripps News, Houston.